on fourth down. Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 79 yards. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, but now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you got the crowd involved, fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. And one thing we haven't pointed out yet, probably should, you got a dome team on the road, January, cold weather. How tough is that, or is that something that really shouldn't come into play?
Well, it shouldn't come into play, but let's face it, if you've been a dome team all year and used to a controlled environment, you need to get yourself outside a little bit for practice during the week, and that's what most of these teams do, because just because they play in a dome doesn't mean they don't have bad weather outside to work in. So they can do that, get their guys acclimated, and then that way, it takes it all the way when you get to game day in a foreign place.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run here with Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Montez Sweat in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He'll buy some time right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
A loss of 2 yards.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
A loss of 8 yards.
And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Quarterback sack.
Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
This is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Hurts. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. If they're not going to stop you, keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Hurts. That's complete right around the 8. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Now for the point after.
For the extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard.
The Washington offense back out there. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On the ground with Ward. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 2nd and 12, operating from the 39.
Brings up 2nd down.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
To number 81. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
He'll look to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Trey Flowers in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Ward. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Pearson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And it's 3-0 Washington.
Makes this Washington 10, Lions 7.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
At their own 30-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Hurts to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line.
Chase.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
On the keeper, Desmond King.
After one, 17-7 is our score.
The first quarter with this Washington 17, Lions 7.
On 1st down, Hurts firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Gain of 11 on the play. First down, Detroit.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Swift. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Swift again.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their step.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
Hey, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing is Hurts. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
On now, Tucker McCann. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
55-yard attempt.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
17. Lions 7.
Comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. 7 yards, the pickup there.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off usually after about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
They run it with Ward. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Running the sweep with McLaurin. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Washington. 1st and 10 at the 12.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
Lions 7.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
Yeah, I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
First down.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Running is Swift. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Swift. And this will wind up a Lions first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
He was brought down by Kendall.
Well, they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle. I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done soon.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's a toss play right to Swift. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves them with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3. At the
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
That's good for a Washington.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
On 2nd down, it's Ward. And for a 2nd straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Point after try forthcoming. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And his throw's going to be incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. On the handoff, this is Swift. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Man open, it's Goodwin. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Finding his target, it's Ward. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. 13 yards there at a Washington first.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this a 39-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23.
Lions 7.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This is the 4th and final game here on this wildcard weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's NFC wildcard game. And it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers who are moving on as they defeat the Dallas Cowboys. As for our game, it has been very one-sided in that first half. But you can't take anything for granted in playoff football. As we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they have made this look easy. Now, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. He'll get this to Ward. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Brings up third.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Goodwin. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Goodwin. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
That's another.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The end result, 21 yards. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. Taking it in. And this offense continues to pour it on. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Now the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. A 10-play drive that time. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clean.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, it's Hurts. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Chase Young able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at the 33. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and the 11.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Goodwin. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another 1st down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Ward. I call it no gain there on the 1st down play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
And 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
38. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll look to throw again. Going right side here, and that's complete.
That's good for a Washington.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Back to throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 58, right over there, right over there.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5.
1st and goal.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
The 2-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up
2nd and 2. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Lions offense set to take over.
They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Hurts.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Or maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. What? 98? Yeah, 98's the mic. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On first down, Swift. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
No.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
34-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Hey. 4 down.
They'll run on first down. Swift, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, and it's third down.